right, what's up and welcome to the channel. My name is Hegshot. Thank you so much for joining me today as we look at a huge change that Raven has done for Warzone Pacific here. If this is your first time stopping by, do me a favor, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell so you can join me for all my live streams here and have a good time with us as we do it. So this has been one of the more frustrating things that we've had to deal with since the integration into Vanguard and Warzone and all of that. And that is loadouts. Now, loadouts, you have not been able to get a loadout in Vanguard Royale or Battle Royale until the first zone closes. What they've done now is in anticipation of Season 2's launch. They listened to all of us, thankfully. And now, after what we had for essentially 2 years, they've brought back. So it's not really a change. It's more of a revert back to what it was. Now you can buy a loadout at any time. Now, this does not affect Vanguard Royale. Fortunately, Vanguard Royale is not really in the mix right now. Battle Royale is still the main focus, so that's a good thing. Why does this even matter? Now, initially I thought, man, this is kind of cool. It keeps everybody on the same playing field right from the get-go. The problem has been, not only can you not get your guns for the first 7 or 8 minutes. Now, if you have an average lifetime of 5 or 6 minutes, a lot of the times you're not even getting your loadout, and that does happen to me quite a bit too. If we're having a rough night, there will be times where I see my loadout maybe 2 or 3 times. That's kind of annoying, especially for guns that you've grinded on and really feel good with. You have to wait a long time to get them. Not only do you have to wait a long time to get them, I would say the majority of the time, when that loadout drops, it might be 400 or 500 meters away from you. So now you have to then get to your loadout, grab a vehicle, work your way in, do a pinwheel, whatever you need to do to get to that loadout, and hope to God that nobody is just camping that, a team or somebody that is sitting deeper inside the zone than you are. Super frustrating. Super frustrating. It changes the way that we play too, man. Scabbies and stuff, they don't mean a whole lot to us anymore. Essentially, what we do now is get some money up, buy a UAV, maybe make a run on a couple of teams, and once we get that first loadout, we're not really worried about ghosting or high alert or anything like that. Essentially, now we just want to get to in-game. So, admittedly, now we've had more wins this season than we've ever had, but it's really changed the way that we played. I like the fact that we can now get our loadout at any time we want. You know, this is, like I said, it's something that a lot of people grind for. It's things that you've literally purchased that they hold hostage from you for the first 7 or 8 minutes. And dude, don't get me wrong, a lot of the Vanguard guns I actually do enjoy, but there are some of them that I absolutely cannot stand. If you join me from my live streams, you know which ones those primarily are. You can be at a huge disadvantage without your loadout. But now it gives you the incentive, once again, to get a bunch of money up, buy your loadout, and really have the edge on the rest of the lobby, man. It depends on how you play, and can you get your scabby done quickly? Can you do all your looting very quickly? That normally gives that team an upper hand, and eventually we all have our loadouts, by end game anyway. So it's kind of this is a great change, man. This is something I don't even think they should have messed with. Now, when Vanguard Royale comes back into the mix, we'll just have to deal with it. But I would imagine that they're going to change Vanguard Royale to where, okay, you can buy your loadout at any time anyways. That's what I'm hoping, at least. And another side note, just because of the way the map is constructed, this is a great map for sniping. And a lot of the times, if you think about it, because there's so much different elevation changes, if you are being held like on the bottom of peak and that zone is coming in, now I understand that a lot of this is positioning and timing and making sure you're not in a position like this, but it happens to every one of us. If you're being held from a team, let's say at the top of peak, and you are just rolling and the first zone's closing and you don't have your loadout and your good snipers and things like that, and you're trying to push that hill, a lot of the times you find yourself at a clear disadvantage because obviously you're trying to move uphill, and this doesn't just happen at peak. This is a very hilly and up and down and, all that kind of stuff map where people can hold you with clear advantages on the high ground in this map. So, being able to get to your sniper classes, your good sniper classes and stuff, this will also hopefully alleviate some of those issues where you're gate kept a lot, especially until you get to your loadout there. So I'd love to see how has your gameplay actually changed since they've restricted the loadouts to being the first zone or the closing of the first zone, beginning of the second zone essentially. How has your actual gameplay changed since all of this has happened? And let me know if you're happy about this new revert back to what we had before. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, hold them down.